And good morning to you. This is Cliff Graves from Trainwell Boxing. So, a lot of you have been saying actually we quite like these audio broadcasts. We're able to sit in a relaxed armchair or whatever with the coffee to hand, close the eyes, and just listen to what I've got to say. So, bearing in mind, Trainwell Boxing are here for you. We'll do it like this for a little bit. Okay, so before I go any further, we at Trainwell Boxing are Christians and we pray for both fighters that after the fight both remain fit and well. Boxing is a hard sport. Top of the range heavyweight professional fighting has to be the hardest contact sport you can think of. So we pray for both Usyk and Dubois. Usyk has made his beliefs very obvious. He is a Christian man. And as one Christian man to another Christian man, I take my hat off to you, Alexander. And that is the commonality we share. However, that's where it stops. That's where it stops. Because I'm not sure of Daniel Dubois' beliefs, but he is British. And I get behind the Brit, Daniel Dubois. I also think he is fresh, he is hungry, he is ready. Now, I do not claim to be a boxing expert in any way, shape, or form. I have my choice. I have my opinions, and they are purely that. However, that said, I don't know if any of you lot listening that are involved in boxing would agree, but I had many amateur boxing fights, many tournaments, proper tournaments. So, would it be unreasonable for me to say that the L plates are down? Would you think? Would you agree with me, or would you say that I am the biggest tosspot out and I am an armchair warrior and I haven't got a clue? Because I know what it's like, because I've done it. Albeit at an amateur level, I've done it. And then in a kickboxing. So I know, because I've tasted what it is like. I've tasted what it feels like to lose. I've tasted what it feels like to get revenge and win. So I think, don't you? I think it'd be fair to say I've got a little bit of knowledge there. Where I draw the line is these idiots and morons probably watching the fight, will be watching the fight down the whatever pub, drinking and guzzling pints of lager. Well, you know, at the end of the day, who the fuck are you? Have you ever climbed through into a square ring? Ever? And you try and fucking well troll me? Don't be stupid. Stop it. When they originally fought, and we had this issue, which is old hat now, of did Dubois hit him low? The thing that gets me is you look at some professionals and see how high the waistband is of their boxing shorts. Past the navel. So what is a low body blow? Is it on the navel? Is it below the navel? What is a low body blow? And if you can't even see the navel area, how can you accurately say that was a low body blow? In my belief, Dubois was robbed. He hit him, in my belief, right on the belt, right on the borderline. Not a low body blow. I believe Usyk milked it. But this is a sport of professional boxing. And I guess if you can get away with it, you get away with it, don't you? What I think Dubois has got to do is get out there and hurt Usyk, rough him up and hurt him. Make Usyk understand right from the get-go Dubois' power and what he is facing right from the get-go. So if there's not a KO in the first round or a stoppage, when Usyk sits down on his stool, his frantic team are going to be saying, don't fight him, don't fight him. He's too strong. Use the ring. Use your, which I think he has got, superior boxing ability. Box him, Alexander. Don't get involved in the rough stuff. Of course, what they will be saying in the Dubois corner is, you've hurt him. Go, go, go. Let it go. Let's go home early. Let it go. And let's get rid of him early on. I do not think Usyk will be able to withstand the power of Dubois in any way, shape or form. but Dubois has got to take it right into the trenches. He really has. He can't afford to let Usyk get set. He cannot afford to do that. He's got to put all his money, gamble everything, as it were, on early defeat Dubois. He's got to take the older man, which he is at 38, Usyk, against a 27-year-old. He's got to take it right up the level. That's what he's got to do, in my estimation. He's got to take that fight to Usyk. Hurt him early on, which might well be enough for it to be finished. But to put into that mindset of him, and not only him, the Usyk camp, who incidentally, I don't know whether it was directly them, but indirectly, I forget where I watched it, on here on YouTube. They were like a sound of music. This was Usyk, Usyk, Usyk. Did they realise how moronic that sounded to us, the listening public? It sounded like a load of drunks, a load of drunken yobbos. They really did. So I think that's probably enough now. But my belief is Dubois by knockout early on, no more than 5 rounds. I believe Pride, Usyk will try and come forward to try and counter Dubois' power. I don't think he'll be able to do that. I don't think this would be a boxing match. I think this would be more like a street fight. I think it would be very, very in the trenches. I've seen it so much in boxing because I was that type of fighter that go forward, that just overwhelm the opponent, my opponent, with aggression, power, fitness and strength, and punch resistance. I boxed this kid twice. Kieran McMahon, his name was, from Woking Boxing Club. I boxed him at their dinner show and I lost. And my father was in amongst the crowd, and one guy turned to my dad, who did not know he was my dad, and said, I was in the blue corner. I think the blue corner's got that, don't you? And my dad said, I think so. He punched him all, meaning I did, to McMahon, punched him all round the ring. I didn't get it. I was distraught. I said to my matchmaker, Keith Tuffin, I want him back. And I got him back. Again, this was at a Woking boxing show, but not a dinner show. Woking Community Centre, to be precise. And I thought, you can't hurt me, McMahon. He was a switch hitter. Do you know what a switch hitter is? Boxers will know, boxing community will know what a switch hitter is. So as he's on throwing a right hand punch and he's moving back out from whatever stance, and the punch is gliding out. My punch is gliding out of range. But when you are going forward, you're just walking straight through the punches he was coming in to me, getting this kid up against the ropes and hooking him into the liver as hard as I could. It went 3 rounds. There was one point when the referee almost stopped him. McMahon, his nose was bleeding all over the place. And I did him. I'd done a job on him. And what I'm saying to you people, right, I believe if Dubois takes the fight, that's over 12 rounds, they're big heavyweights, they don't want to start gassing. I don't think that will happen. I think Dubois has hedged for all of that, and his coach and his team, Ray Charles. I think that they've taken that one on board and hedged for that one, and they've trained him for that, to be coming forward and basically put Usyk in a stress position, put him into so much stress that he can have all the boxing technique he likes, Usyk. Okay? All the boxing technique he likes. But when you're coming up against a puncher that's determined, that has made that acceptance that that's how the fight's going to go, there is going to come a time when you put it on your opponent. Kieran McMahon was far more skillful than me. Far more skillful than me. But his punches were so weak. I thought, I'll take 5 of your punches to get one of my liver shots straight into you. And directly I did. You could see him wincing. Although I was tired, I knew I'd hurt him. And it was that fighter instinct that I knew I was going to win this fight. Because he couldn't do anything with me. He did not have the power. He didn't have it. And I believe Dubois will be victorious. I do believe Dubois will hurt Usyk. And I do believe Dubois will knock him out. And I do believe that will be under 5 rounds. So I just want to finish and say that I pray for both fighters. You know, these guys, you know, you get knocked out or knocked down or whatever. You know, I mean, it's all part of the game. I'm not talking about having somebody stretch it off out the ring. I don't want that. I don't want to see that. I'm going to be watching Saturday night. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. So I pray for both fighters, that they post the fight will be fit and well. But it's my fervent belief Daniel Dubois will be crowned the new champion. So this is Cliff Graves from Trainwell Boxing. You have a great day. Bye for now. Ciao.